The Red and Greens return to Northampton on a sunny December afternoon, looking to return to form. The return of several key players from injury have bolstered the squad in recent weeks as Russell Dodd's vision starts to come together. Can Coventry United defeat second from bottom Northampton O.N. Chenecks in the United Counties League Premier Division South? We'll find out here on CUTV with Liam Cook. United gaffer Russell Dodd makes just the one change from Tuesday's defeat to Newport Pagnell Town, but it's a well-received one as Nat Kelly makes his first start since the Easington match in October. Kyle Carey starts his second consecutive match after completing his three-match ban, while Charlie Faulkner continues his injury comeback on the bench. Northampton currently sits second from bottom with just one win to their credit. On paper, United are firm favourites, but this is the team the Chenecks hope can cause an almighty upset. Boateng, Goff, White and Rate all drop out after the 3-0 home defeat to Desborough. In-come defender Cam Mabbott, Johnny Muddyman and Tyrell Barnard in midfield, along with striker Lewis Irwin. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coventry United TV. Once again, your commentator Liam Cook with you throughout the afternoon here at Billing Road, the home of Northampton O.N. Chenecks. As we said, second from bottom in the United Counties League Premier Division South. As we said the intro, on paper, it should be a simple win for Coventry United, but games aren't won on paper, as we have learned a few times this season. So let's take you through the starting lineups, kicking off with our hosts of Northampton O.N. Chenecks. Starting for Northampton today, number 1, Nathan Adamson. Number 2, Ben Jackson. 3, Luke Davis. Number 4, Ross Faulkner. Number 5, Mitch Sharp. 6, Cam Mabbott. 7, Johnny Muddyman. Number 8, Tyrell Barnard. Number 9, Sam Channell. Number 10, Lewis Irwin. And number 11, Ross Garlick. Substitutes for Northampton. Number 12, Ben Lewington. 14, Ash Ogden. 15, Jasper Rate. 16, Joel McFarlane. 17, Tom Smith. And for Coventry United, no Chris Roscoe again. Just he's walking past. I said you should have started today. I said you should have started. We see Chris Roscoe and Charlie Faulkner walking past us here. That's honestly, my favourite pastime has got to be winding up Chris Roscoe. Coventry United today. Number 1, Reece Francis. 2, Harry Sawyer. 3, Charlie Noakes. Number 4, the captain, Liam Cairns. 5, Nat Kelly. 6, Don Perkins. Number 7, Stuart Hendry. 8, Kervin Ellis. Number 9, Joe Cairns. 10, Kyle Carey. And 11, Kane Thomas. Substitutes for the Red and Greens this afternoon. Number 12, Joe Blowers. 13, Chris Roscoe. 14, Charlie Faulkner. 15, Mussy Nduna. And number 16, Tyler Donaldson. Set to go. Coventry United kicking from left to right in their traditional strip of red shirts with green shorts and socks. The civic colours of the proud city of Coventry. O.N. Chenecks in white and navy. Rather blustery day, so we do apologise if the audio quality isn't perfect, but it should be a lot better than what we had on Tuesday. We've actually got a team sheet today. Thank you for Northampton for supplying us with that. Unfortunately, Newport didn't extend us the same courtesy, but we are now underway at Billings Road. Coventry United versus Northampton O.N. Chenecks. An early throw on the far side for Northampton. Ball in the hands of Ben Jackson. Irwin, hooked away by Don Perkins. There's big curving out, it's going for the header. Beaten mid-air by the defender. Irwin with an early strike at goal and testing Reece Francis, but thankfully the ball trickling past the outstretched glove of the United number 1. Nice one going through some warm-ups in front of the CUTV camera. get him on strictly. You don't get this in the Premier League, do you? So after a while, Reece Francis has got the ball back. I've got a feeling he's going to be going into the secondary pitch behind his goal quite a few times this afternoon, as there's no real barrier to stop the ball from going there. It's not so bad on the other side, as there's a hedge, a clubhouse and a net. But the goalkeeper to the left of us is going to be going through a bit more exercise than usual. Upline by Ben Jackson, looks for Irwin. Irwin nods it on, giving chase his Channel. Perkins with a cushioned header. Channel keeps it alive. Kane Thomas. Bring it back for the red and greens and hooked out by Perkins. Sorry. The best of the early going thus far. And the only free kick is Irwin tangles legs with Charlie Noakes. And the right side of the box, it's Northampton with the opportunity to deliver. Early test perhaps for the returning Nat Kelly, the former Worcester City centre-back. His first appearance since the 3-0 defeat to Easington in October after an Achilles injury. Several key stars who have been out for the last few weeks. Charlie Faulkner back on the bench today. Kyle Carey returning after suspension. Aaron Williams close to full fitness. And nodded away from the net by Liam Cairns, the red and green skipper, for a Northampton corner. Early goings, but so far Northampton have dominated possession. Of course, Coventry used to playing on the pristine 4G of the Butts Park Arena. It can be a bit of a culture shock coming to some of these grounds where the service isn't exactly perfect. High in by Irwin. Ellis gets enough on that to turn it away with the head. Liam Cairns setting up the run for Kyle Carey along the left-hand side. Hendry's on the opposite flank in support. Carey holds up play. Cairns tries to cushion it in the penalty area, but the touch was too heavy. But the clearance only as far as Kyle Carey. Sharp and able to gain sort of distance between the ball and the Northampton goal. They force them back to Nat Kelly, who lofts it into the box, and easy pickings for Nathan Adamson. Adamson rolls it out. Jackson into no man's land, straight to the other goalkeeper, Reece Francis, for the red and greens. Harry Sawyer. Right flank, nodded away by Luke Davis. And Cairns in with a challenge. Coventry United have the throw, preventing the run of Ross Garlick. Sawyer's ball. Followed by Ellis, brought down by the big number 8. Looking to sift it through down the right-hand side to Kane Thomas, unsuccessful. Jackson. Fucked away by Adamson. Irwin over the head of Harry Sawyer, who has just won the November goal of the month. Curls it into the area over the head of Northampton's number 9, Stan Channel. Will have an easy catch. 5 minutes gone at Billings Road. Northampton O.N. Chenecks 0. Coventry United 0. And Coventry now starting to find their way into the match. Hendry, see that into touch as it's nodded over the line by Ross Garlick. United superfan Los Cairns goes over to collect the ball and finds Harry Sawyer. Harry Sawyer tripped on the way through. Coventry United free kick. Chance to curl it in from the right hand side. Hendry getting a bit of advice from the touchline. One man walking Northampton. saying that we're going to need another match ball. That one underinflated. Gives us a chance to catch up on some of the other scores around the grounds. Of course, the one final score to bring you won't bring joy to the fans of Coventry. So the score was 2-1 at home to West Brom in the early kick-off, and West Ham beating Chelsea 3-2. Hendry sizing up his options. It's an easy header away. As far as Sawyer, it's Irwin launching it on the other side of the park. And straight back to Francis in goal. Early goal in the FA Cup. Cheltenham 1-0 up at Wimbledon. Doncaster lead Mansfield. And the only goal so far. And Ollis nods it out on this near circle. So throw in for Northampton. There it goes on the left side. Sawyer gets his head in the net, finds Joe Cairns wearing number 9 today, Hendry. And it bounced onto the forearm of Kerwin Ellis, unlucky for the man-mountain striker. Assistant referee informs Davis of where to place the ball. About 5 yards into his own turf. Flies away by Davis. Cairns got something on that. There's Charlie Noakes with a header. Joe Cairns on it this time. Kane Thomas with a thunderous volley. High into the sky. Cushioned down by Jackson. Cairns looks to shield it out, but despite the late slide of Johnny Muddyman, it's still out for a throw for Coventry United. And hopeful ball by Noakes down the left, but unfortunately that is the word, hopeful, not successful. Adamson with a run up. There it goes towards the centre circle. Battle on the far side of the field as Channel forces the touch, but a final touch coming from a Coventry United man. Muddyman. And skewed out by Johnny Muddyman as he got the return ball from Cam Atlas. In the way of goal mouth action in the opening 9 minutes. That early effort by Lewis Irwin, the best that either side have been able to muster so far, but it's early days yet. And it's Tyrell Bernard taken out by Kane Thomas in the midfield. That will be a free kick to Northampton O.N. Chenecks. Chance to float it into the penalty area. Everyone back for the red and greens. Carl Carey forming a one-man wall. Locked it in, and it was Kevin Ellis nodding it towards his own net. Nat Kelly hooks it clear. That's up by Garlic. Joe Cairns getting stuck in trying to prevent the run of Mabbott, and he's done so. Great work by the younger Cairns cousin, as Stuart Hendry blocked off by Tyrell Bernard. Coventry United free kick. Now 10 yards into Coventry territory. And the referee scans his shoulder, and that's worrying. He's back on his feet. He's trying to shrug it off, but of course Cairns suffered a separated shoulder in victory over Wolves in the Birmingham Senior Cup, so hopefully it won't cause him any more issues. As Coventry have a throw, level with the penalty area, ball into the box, but hooked out. 11 minutes gone at Billings Road. Still scoreless between Northampton O.N. Chenecks and Coventry United. We had to feel that once Coventry get into their rhythm, it should be a good day in front of goal. Liam Cairns missed by Perkins, but it rolls to Kane Thomas. But too much pressure from behind by Thomas, trying to retrieve the ball from Cam Mabbutt, results in a free kick just as the ball fell to Kervin Ellis on the edge of the area. Although he did have his back to goal, so wouldn't have been an instant shooting opportunity. I think the second of 4 consecutive away fixtures for Coventry United. Of course, the last one didn't go so well. 3-1 defeat to Newport Pagnell Town. A chase is on between the left back and Stuart Hendry. Hendry's won that. The left back's won that race. Played by Adamson. Running back came run by Don Perkins. Chest control by Cairns, takes it away from him. It's a fantastic run by Guy down the left-hand side. The ball to the inside, blocked up by Sawyer, but deflected out off Garlick. And the next time we're on air here on CUTV, it's the big one. Coventry Spinks at Spinks Drive in the FA Vars 3rd round. They don't come bigger than that. Make sure to join us live from Spinks Drive next Saturday at 3 o'clock. Kyle Carey curtails the run of Stan Channel down the right channel, but forced into his own area, has to clear and does. Up to the centre circle, but cushioned down by Jackson. Muddyman can't beat Kane Thomas, but first to it is Bernard. Bernard will just shield it into touch, just shy of the Coventry United technical area. Russell Dodds down accident, Ivor Lawton all looking on. Faulkner. Challenging by Joe Cairns. Another throw, but in the same position as the last one. Muddyman's throw. Crossing opportunity for Irwin. Charged down by Charlie Noakes, kept in. And launched towards the halfway line. No, up rather than out by Ross Faulkner. Gets in with a challenge, but a bit of a harsh free kick there. So he went shoulder to shoulder mid-air with the midfielder. Taken quickly by Jackson to Irwin. Covered up by Noakes. Noakes in with a challenge. Loose ball collected by Kyle Carey. Floated to the right-hand side. Great switch of play. Here's Stuart Hendry. Forced down from behind by Ross Garlick. And that's going to be a Coventry United free kick. Referee not letting the game flow as much. Soft free kicks given. That was definitely the right call. As Hendry was taken off his feet. Of course, Stuart Hendry, brother of Sky Sports Club and former Aston Villa man Lee Hendry. Also the former Morecambe midfielder in Stuart. Played several times in League 2. Hendry's going to dust himself off and take the free kick himself. Coventry have yet to really challenge Northampton at this end of the park. Can they do it here? Lofts it in, over the defender. Don Perkins is there, looking to square it. And Northampton able to avoid disaster. And now the other end of the park, Channel looking to flick it over the Coventry United man, but all the way back to Reece Francis. 15 minutes gone. Coventry United now starting to look dangerous. But it's still 0-0. Liam Cairns picks up the loose ball in the midfield, looking for Carl Carey, shoulder to shoulder with Mitch Sharp. Gets the effort away, but it won't be challenging Nathan Adamson. Hits the net behind the net. Carey looking to recapture the incredible form, which really made him Coventry United standout player over the last month. And of course, there was red carded at G&G Oadby Town. Missed 3 matches. It's difficult for a player to recapture their form after a 3-match break. Garlick. Encouraged to go all the way by his teammates, but he's trapped in the corner. Down line to Channel. Into the box it goes. Irwin the target off the chest of Irwin. And Nat Kelly just in time before Bernard could turn it home. Liam Cairns, and now Sawyer. He has space but stumbles over the ball, allowing Channel to get back on the end of it. Hopeful ball towards the penalty area. Neat slide by Kelly to prevent it from entering what was an empty penalty area but could have led to something. Cairns target too central on that ball, and Adamson collects on the penalty area. Apologies for the audio quality. It's nursery here, as we said. So we have got some on the way. We should be here for the Sphinx game. Kelly appeals. Nothing given as Chanel. Great block by Don Perkins as Channel looked to strike it towards the bottom corner, but the striker stayed down. Well, I wouldn't want to be on the end of a Don Perkins challenge either. It's like being hit by a freight train. If mountains could move, they'd be called Don Perkins. But Channel at the moment trying to just gather his bearings. Don't think the physio is going to be required. And yes, Channel is getting up. A reminder of the substitutes for Northampton: Ben Lewington, Ash Ogden, Jasper Raitt, Joel McFarlane and Tom Smith. And for Coventry United, a full bench today, which obviously signals that the United team are getting back to full fitness. On the bench they've got Roscoe, Blowers, Faulkner and Duna and Donaldson. Of course, with this drop ball it will be unchallenged. You're not allowed to challenge drop balls anymore under the new FA directive started this season. Flicked up by Davis, the edge of the penalty area. Channel looking to go for it again, and again Don Perkins prevents him from doing so. Cairns wrestling with Bernard, wins that particular battle and slides in. Muddyman, easy picking surely for Reece Francis. Offside flag up anyway against Channel, but the referee is going to allow Coventry to play on. They have the advantage. Channel trying to block off the throw from Francis, but he's got it away now to Charlie Noakes, the left back, former Birmingham City man. Swerving, curving, and his chest it down, but Muddyman picks up the loose ball. It's been a bit of a barren game for Coventry United, it must be said. We're just trying to get a feel of things. It's not the best of playing services, but of course both teams have to play on it. Noakes down the left. Hendry made the run, but it was Jackson's ball. And that ball flies into the stand, and it's going to be a Coventry United throw. Left-hand side, pulls it back, not enough weight behind it. And Faulkner ensures that ball isn't coming back for a while. Here's Bernard. Stumbled under the challenge of Cairns, but retains possession. Garlic ball on the left-hand side, lovely floating pass. Sawyer trying to keep up, and Sawyer has got there first. Garlic able to stick his foot in and get something on the ball, but Sawyer collects and finds Kyle Carey just slides past the midfielder. Beautiful work. And Sawyer just curls that ball out. Looking for Kyle Carey on the right side, but that's more like the Coventry United we know and love. Just trying to get a feel for this match. Of course, know what Coventry United can produce. 20 minutes gone, still scoreless. Throw falls to Perkins, but Perkins only nodded up and behind to Channel. Garlic. Now Irwin. Chips it right to find Muddyman in space. He'll look to take on the teenage left back Charlie Noakes. And a beautiful slide by Noakes, taking Muddyman out the ball cleanly. And it'll be a throw on the far side of the field, just down line from the United penalty area. The highlights of tonight's match will be available this evening here on CUTV's YouTube channel, youtube.com/Coventry United, place on all of your men's footage this season. Let's have a little look of what is going on elsewhere as Muddyman hobbles off the pitch. I think he's going to get another ball, has he? I think he has. Still no goals in the Premier League, just the 2 from the Championship. Bristol City beating Derby at home as well. Bristol City have a terrible home record, and Millwall 1-0 up at home to Birmingham. Here comes the throw to Irwin. That first touch was not the best, and Kane Thomas sneaking in from behind and getting the ball, and Muddyman's gone down again. He's going to need some help here. And one of the substitutes warming up for Northampton O.N. Chenecks. It's looking increasingly likely that number 7, Johnny Muddyman, is not going to be able to continue, and it's an opportunity for players to have a drink and regroup after the first half of the first half. Officially halfway into the opening period of this match, 22.5 minutes gone. And United manager Russell Dodd's calling his players over and just giving them a few words of wisdom. It hasn't been an all-out assault on the Northampton goal. They are starting to get a feel for their opposition. Don't want to go in too hard too soon. Leave themselves exposed at the back. It's not been the best of seasons for Northampton O.N. Chenecks. Just the 1 victory in the league compared to Coventry United's 14. United have lost 5 matches this season. Northampton have lost 15. A goal difference of minus 50. United's goal difference plus 32. So an 82 goal difference between these two sides. And here comes the change for Newport Pagnell for Northampton O.N. Chenecks, and it's Tom Smith coming on for Northampton. It was given us a free kick for an infringement on Kane Thomas, but we're going away with this free kick from Reece Francis as Muddyman is off the pitch now. Tom Smith in his place, first change of the match. Sadly, it's an enforced one. That's the skipper Northampton is off the field. A dangerous header into his own box by Luke Davis allows Kyle Carey to collect, forced to the left-hand side. Crossing opportunity for the United number 10. Lost it in towards Kirby Ellis, headed up rather than out by Mitch Sharp. Hendry keeps it alive. Now it's with Luke Davis down the left channel. Sawyer collects for the red and greens. Backheeled by Bernard, gives it straight back to Hendry. Liam Cairns as Coventry United look to calm things down. John Perkins. For a route around number 9. Headed away by Jackson. Owen trying to juggle the ball past Noakes. He nearly did it, but there's Nat Kelly with the slide in. Cannons off Smith. And then barges into the back of Charlie Noakes to give away the free kick, just as Noakes looked to embark on a counter along the left channel. The floodlights now starting to come into use as the light starts to fade in Northampton. Very short days now as we are deep in the midst of the festive schedule. But quite a toned down December. Only a couple of matches with Coventry United. We've only got 2 more matches before Christmas. One, of course, being the next one against Coventry Spinks. And another away fixture versus Long Buckby. Jackson in his own backyard has to clear the pressure from Kirby Ellis, and on the halfway line, Coventry United have the throw. Kane Thomas with ball in hand. Sorry, Charlie Noakes, I should say. 25 minutes gone at Billings Road. Northampton O.N. Chenecks 0, Coventry United 0. Kelly wants back to the goalkeeper after the hopeful ball from the back. Distribute it quickly to Harry Sawyer, but decides against it. Blasts it down the centre of the park instead. Hendry the target, it bounces past Smith, and Stuart Hendry on the ball for Coventry. headed up by Jackson. Cairns goes down under, challenge from behind, trying to shield the ball, and the referee has given Coventry United the free kick. Could be a great opportunity for Carey or Cairns, both of whom have experience in taking free kicks. Joe Cairns actually wrestled away control of free kicks from Josh O'Grady at the start of the season before Josh left for Racing Club Warwick. Well, Carey's standing over it, as is Stuart Hendry. Stuart Hendry places the ball. Now, Hendry scored his first Coventry United goal on Tuesday night at Newport Pagnell. Can he make it 2-2? As the Northampton wall prepares. 5 men hoping to block off the attempt from Hendry. Hendry floats it over! So close. Goalkeeper leapt to his right, but it just bounced past the post. Out on that far side of the field, waiting for the goal kick from Adamson, who slips as he distributes it. Perkins. Kane Thomas. Can Carey bring it down? Yes, he can. Get away from Tom Smith. Floating across the ball to Harry Sawyer, who couldn't find Thomas on the edge of the area. Perkins loses out to Channel on the halfway line. Mabbott. Now Channel. Stan Channel pinballing through the defence, but still got possession. As with Lewis Irwin. Bernard. Across to Garlick. That's been impressive on this left side, it must be said. Faulkner. Into the area it goes. And Don Perkins with good strength ensures that Channel wasn't getting on the end of that one. Rather chilly afternoon in Northampton. Frankly, nowhere near as cold as it was at the Newport game on Tuesday, or indeed the latest home fixture. That's a blustery 3-2 victory over Wellingborough. Francis. Beaten to it mid-air. And striker's onside. He takes it past Francis, but the flag is now raised. Long ball to the edge of the penalty area. It was brought down by Channel, who took it past Reece Francis, but I don't think he was going to catch up to it anyway. But either way, the flag is up, and Francis won't have to worry about that particular move again. Well, Francis was originally going to take a goal kick, but the assistant saying no, it's a free kick for the offside. Jackson. In the midfield, but it's Ross Garlick now striding down the left-hand side. Evades capture by Liam Cairns and Sawyer. Stan Channel returns to Garlick. Channel now playing as more of a winger, but the return ball found Garlick in an offside position. And another free kick to the Red and Greens, but they've got to try and start putting their authority into this match. 15 minutes to go until half time. And Faulkner into the back of Ross Garlick. Free kick. 5 yards into Northampton turf. Classic so far. The games seem to have picked up in the second half of games lately. Apart from, of course, that sensational 10-man comeback from 2-0 down to 3-2 against Wellingborough a couple of weeks ago. Free kick knocked away by Noakes. Bernard. Mabbott rolls it right, catches Channel out slightly, but he's got there. And taking on Noakes. Digs it through to Mabbott. On the far side. There's been a goal at the Southampton-Brighton game. Southampton lead by 1-0. It's Broya with the goal. And the Northampton attack comes to nothing as Kyle Carey lofts it clear. Back where it came from by Sharp. Thomas nods it up rather than out. Liam Cairns brings it down. And Kane Thomas, I should say, fires it upfield. Of course, he is the brother of Connor Thomas. Looks very much like his brother. And Kane Thomas has won the throw. It's deflected out on the far side by Tyrell Bernard. And it's backing into the defender. And the Northampton player's gone down, clutching his ankle. After the challenge from Kyle Carey, nodded towards the net by Stuart Hendry. But a tame effort. Carey stuck a legging to get the ball, didn't make contact with the ball, definitely caught the Northampton man. But it was Mitch Sharp. He screamed like his leg has just been snapped. And within about 10 seconds, he's back to his feet. So, bit of posturing there, trying to get the United man in trouble. Also identifying that Carey is a huge threat. And that is not the best of kicks from Adamson. Straight to his opposite, number 1, Reece Francis. Neither goalkeeper have yet to make a incredible save today. They had to make a couple of catches. That's about it. Sawyer. Thomas holds off Mabbott. Flicks it to Liam Cairns. Crossfield ball to Noakes. Carey the target. Couldn't get there before Jackson. And now Jackson going to stride away, but he's been caught by Kyle Carey. And Carey doing exceptionally well. And it's played it all the way back to Francis, so Coventry can start again. Carey giving a good account of himself so far. Francis. Looking for Carey again, and he's found him with a beautifully weighted pass. Taking on Smith. He needs some help here. Down line. Noakes takes it over. Takes it past the defender. Has he taken it too far? Yes, he has. The ball too powerful, and it is out for the goal kick. 10 minutes to go until half time here on CUTV. Northampton O.N. Chenecks 0. Coventry United 0. And going there is having his arm pulled by Sharp. Referee calling Sharp over. Trying to plead his case to Kirvin Ellis, but we could be set for the first yellow card of the match. There seemed a motion that there was some sort of flailed arm towards him. But no, it's just going to be a warning for Sharp, I think. Indeed it is. Referee showing a bit of leniency. As far as Joe Cairns on the volley, floated over the woodwork. the Northampton cricket ground behind us. You can see the floodlights from here. So it is a city of sport, Northampton. Not quite as much as Coventry, I wouldn't say. Francis down the centre. Sharp wins the aerial duel. Bernard looking for the run of channel, but curtailed by Sawyer. Here's Charlie Noakes. Floats it upfield, bounces onto the head of Stuart Hendry. Didn't have the power behind the head of the defender able to collect it. Luke Davis, but it's back with Hendry now. Here's Kyle Carey on the left. Didn't reach it before Jackson. But again, Northampton can only give it back to another Coventry United player as Noakes runs into Bernard, but wrestles it back. Carey. Ellis, muscled by Sharp, just edged him out of the way. Garlick, Irwin the target, cushion header by Don Perkins. Here's Kane Thomas. Back with Francis. Kelly does well, shielding from Irwin. Composed passing at the back under pressure from Coventry United. Getting them out of a spot of bother there. So a slightly under hit pass. Perkins able to retrieve. Hendry and Sawyer for the second time runs over the ball. Perkins. The range passing hasn't been squeaky clean with the Red and Greens. And it's strained by Nat Kelly to just shrug off the run of Lewis Irwin. Kelly enjoying a happy return so far. They've got the clean sheet so far. Kyle Carey. Swung away by Sharp. Not quite with conviction he would have wanted, but it's out of danger. Garlick. Channel's going to make the run, but I think that's going to trickle out of play. Yes, it is, and Perkins just made sure. Got his body between the ball and the player. It's temperature dropping as is the light. And again, we apologise if the wind is affecting the audio. We have got wind mufflers coming for the game against Spinks next Saturday. We are going off air for half time for about 10 minutes, so get yourself a mug of something hot or a can of something cold. Gets to Stuart Hendry, the space on the left-hand side for Kyle Carey to cut in. Now covered up by Smith, trying to dance his way through. Still going Kyle Carey, and eventually Smith did get the block, but now it's with Stuart Hendry. That close for Coventry United. And some exquisite set-up play from Kyle Carey. Hendry just rolled it the wrong side of the woodwork. Interesting to be a fly on the wall in the Coventry United dressing room. Goal kick turned onto the head of Carey from Liam Cairns. And Kelly collected by Mabbott. Chanel looking for the run of Garlick, who's been Northampton's star man so far. Garlick into the box. Cross put in, has Reece Francis scrambling, got something on it. And Noakes prevents Irwin from having an opportunity at the far post as it's deflected out off Cam Mabbott for a Coventry United throw. Halfway into their own territory. We've got 5 minutes to go until the break. Carey, into no man's land really. It's Adamson. Thomas Sawyer from the throw. Liam Cairns. Sawyer catching him out. Brilliant strength on show by Sawyer to outmuscle Bernard. Noakes. This finds Cairns, and there was a bit of a nudge from behind by Bernard. I think it was a bit soft though. Coventry can feel a little bit lucky. But it's going to be a free kick straight down the eye of the goal as Northampton continue to put their point across and trying to appeal the decision, but once that whistle's blown, it's locked in. Well, unless you have VAR in the Premier League, but the budgets don't stretch that far at the moment for the United Counties League. So all Northampton can do now is set up a wall and hope that Joe Cairns doesn't lamp one into the top corner. Again, 5-man in the wall. As Cairns steps up down to his left-hand side, good save by Adamson. Goalkeeper sends it high into the sky. Harry Sawyer in his own corner. Blasts it off channel, and that's going to be a Coventry United throw. Sawyer has to go and collect the ball, and it's the same problem on this side as well. Nothing really to stop the ball from rolling as far as it likes. And it's his header. There's Luke Davis, Mabbott. Flicks it up to the edge of the penalty area. Kelly away. Tyrell Bernard batters his way into the United box. Bernard looking for the strike, and it's Perkins preventing it. Brought down by Carey. Now Joe Cairns, United on the counter. Digs it through for Curran on the left. Cairns making himself available and is crowded out. Squares it. Kane Thomas. And he's given away the free kick there. Standing toe-to-toe with, I think it was Mitch Sharp. Barged in, trying to prevent the defender from picking up the loose ball. And that's going to be a Northampton free kick with 1 minute of normal time to go. Again, we are going off air at half-time, so meet us back here at 4 o'clock. And go and check out highlights from some of our previous matches in the highlights playlist on the main home screen. Well, I suggest the Wellingborough match. What a game that was. Davis. And the offside flag raised against Ernst is hooked up to the final third for Coventry United. But the referee allows play on as Francis has got it back anyway. Francis. To the head of Tom Smith. Was that offside against Channel? Yes, it was. It did look to be the right decision in all fairness, but Channel looked sounded disgust. Reece Francis collects the ball. I would have got it, Shaka, but I've got the headphones on. There goes Francis. It's probably the only exercise that Shaka's had to do all day, hasn't it? Exactly how many saves to make. Thomas slightly under hit, but it's back with Francis. Carey tracks back. Has he kept it in? Yes, he has, despite the awkward bounce. Carey's had a pretty good first half. I just try and play him in a bit more as a hopeless ball from the back. And Reece Francis is just like, oh no, not again. Thankfully, there are some young footballers behind that goal who kick the ball back to him, so Francis hasn't got this time. We are now into added minutes. The only real stoppage was for the injury to Johnny Honeyman, who was substituted around 20 minutes in by Tom Smith. Bernard forced back as United crowded out in the midfield. Irwin, slide by Noakes, does the trip. Noakes has had a very good game. Sawyer, maybe one more chance before the break. Sawyer, high lofted ball at the right hand side. Henry was waiting for it to come down, but Sharp, no nonsense defending, volleys it towards the rugby field. So this will surely be the final action of the first half, which hasn't really come to light. Thomas with the long throw towards Kernes at the near post, headed across, but Bernard turns it away. Oh, and Harry Sawyer! Sawyer blasting the ball, so hard time whistle blown, hit Joe Cairns square in the face. Oh, that's going on Twitter. Well, that was a humorous end to the first half here on CUTV. Hard-time score, Coventry United 0, Northampton O.N. Chenecks 0. We're going off there for about 10 minutes as I'm going to go and do a concussion check on Joe Cairns. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Hendry certainly making himself at home at the red and greens. It wasn't exactly the hardest finish you'll ever have to convert. It was all about being in the right place at the right time and have the right conviction to finish off that move. Coventry United at last in front. And it's Stuart Hendry with the goal. Back underway. From Coventry United, yes it is, as Irwin going shoulder to shoulder with Joe Cairns. Is this where Coventry United now take off and try and leave Northampton behind? The feeling that once United got the first one, it'd be a lot more comfortable. But scorelines don't really matter for Coventry United. They just want the points to keep in touch with the top three. As is going to be a free kick. I didn't hear the whistle blow. I think it is. As Irwin ran into Joe Cairns, and Cairns with his arm out. Northampton with an immediate opportunity to strike back. Ball in by Garlick. And unchallenged header away by Kervin Ennis. Kyle Carey got the final touch on that. It was in fact, it was Channel who got the final touch. And Coventry United do have the throw-in just down line from the CUTV camera. 10 minutes gone in the second half. They lead by 1-0 over Northampton O.N. Chenecks. But still plenty of time to go. Bit of head tears going on, eventually brought down by Kervin Ennis. Trying to find his way for a stacked defence, and he hasn't. Just shrugs aside the challenge of Jackson. Looks for Carey, returns to Ennis. This would be a glorious goal for Coventry United, and would have been if it wasn't for a smart save by Adamson. The sheer grit and determination on show from Kervin Ennis. Thrown on the halfway line, taken by Noakes. Liam Kent switches the play to Harry Sawyer. Coventry United are rocking and rolling now. Hendry on the right, the scorer of United's first goal. Will he be the provider of the second? Very nearly, as Joe Cairns nods it just wide of the near post. And this is the Coventry United we wanted to see. To get back on track after a disappointing evening in Newport Pagnell on Tuesday night. Adamson not happy with the placement of his players there. It was onto an unchallenged Liam Cairns. Here's Cairns again, great touch, bringing that ball down. Noakes to Kyle Carey. Going to curl it in for Hendry. Blocked by Faulkner. That's the Falconer for Northampton, not Charlie Faulkner. He's not come on yet. Brilliant run down the left-hand side. This could open the door for Northampton, but Garlick's cross didn't match his run. Goal kick, Reece Francis to take. Credit to Francis. He's not had an awful lot to do today. What he's had to do, he's done well. Same would have been said for Adamson a few minutes ago, but he has now been tested a few times in the last 5 minutes. So he's certainly been a lot busier than Francis, but again, he's done his best. Noakes. Oh, that looked to be perfectly weighted for Hendry, but it's nodded away by Luke Davis, the captain. Captain now that Muddyman is off the field. Channel making the run down the left-hand side. Perkins trying to keep up. Perkins has done enough to deflect it out. He did get the final touch. That's going to be a throw-in for Northampton, and a bit of bad blood between Perkins and Channel, I should say. Here comes the throw. It's going to be taken by Davis. Mabbott leaving it for the standing captain. Taking an age to take this throw, and it's eventually taken. Finds Garlick. Blocked by Don Perkins. Forcing Garlick away from the penalty area, and as Joe Keynes ran onto the ball, he took it over the line for a throw-in. Changed about 15 yards into Coventry United territory. Here's Davis. Channel the target off the back of Don Perkins, so it's got the job done. And Smith couldn't judge the bounce, allowing Kyle Carey onto it, but the defender does brilliant to slide in and divert away from Carey. You see how strong the wind is. That was a powerful slide, and the ball still stopped just in front of the camera. Here's Liam Cairns. Saw in acres of space and found it in perfection. Saw again receiving it from Hendry. To send Kane Thomas on the run, but Thomas didn't have the legs to keep up. And Northampton preparing their second change. Of course, they brought on Tom Smith around 20 minutes in, replacing Johnny Muddyman, who sadly had to leave the field due to injury. It's the number 12 on the back of the shirt. Sort my team sheet. That would be Ben Lewington. Perkins preventing the into the penalty area. Kervin Ellis. With a perfect ball to Kyle Carey, but it connects with Jackson, the right back. Hendry battling hard, and eventually concedes the free kick after sliding in from behind on Tyrell Bernard. Oh, it's that cold that Muzzy and Duna is wearing his towel as a blanket. And Channel's coming off, the number 9. At the end of the afternoon for Stan Channel, replaced by Ben Lewington in the second change for Northampton. Coventry yet to make a substitution so far. Haven't seen any of the... well, in fact, no, to the right-hand side, there are a couple of subs warming up for Coventry. That's Charlie Faulkner and Joe Blowers. United in the orange bibs, Northampton in the pink. That's very much Reece Francis' colour. Here's the pink ball-keeping jersey, as always. Hopeful ball up line. Can Coventry United take advantage? And they kite off the head of Kernaus after that clearance from the left back, Luke Davis. I'm just trying to calm things down at the moment, trying to quell that momentum that was built up following Hendry's goal. And they have found a foothold back into this game. United look the better side, but make no mistake, Northampton not done yet. We'll throw this time for Coventry as it's headed out by Lewington. Kane Thomas. Switches the play for Kyle Carey. Brings it down in the penalty area, but will need some support. He's got Noakes down line. Or is he going to go on a one-man mission here? He's trying to. He tries to do a bit too much. Mabberton with a challenge, but still Carey able to retain. But the ball to Liam Kane's not what he wanted. Falconer. Bernard caught from behind by Liam Cairns. Referee says play on. And a chance for the cross in by Mabbott. Bounces harmlessly into the hands of Francis. Volleyed into the midfield by the man they call Superman in Coventry. Awkward bounce over Smith. Allows Carey onto it. Can he beat Sharp? Both players go down, but it was Carey who instigated contact in from the side, and the free kick given in favour of Mitch Sharp, the number 5 for Northampton. Well, that looks to me, is Joe Blowers getting ready? He's the only one standing in the technical area. Maybe getting some instructions. Coventry could be about to make their first change. A free kick from Adamson into a dangerous position. Here's Ben Lewington. Garlick. Can he test the United backline again? Garlick drills it. Saved by Francis. How on earth has that not gone in? Irwin, with an open goal, has sent it straight over the bar and into the car park. Northampton will not get a better chance than that all night. Well, I can't quite believe how Irwin's missed. I don't think Irwin understands how he missed. Went for power, and take it from me, you don't need that much power. Probably needed the power of Ford Ferguson went straight for an F1. And at the other end of the park, Tendry making the run. Couldn't quite get that ball down the right-hand side. He was covered off anyway by Garlick. There's a bit sharp. There's been a bit of tension between those two throughout the game. Kyle Carey giving his 2 cents as well. And Carey being told in no uncertain terms to give the referee some space while he talks to the two players, and that's it. It's just a warning, no yellow cards. In fairness, the cards have stayed in the pocket all day so far. A couple of sort of free kicks given here and there, but the referee has been consistent. So you've got to give him credit for that. He's got their own style. Carey. Gives it in for Kerwin Ellis, just flashes across the big number 8's face. For the goal kick. Away by the keeper. Just gets the ball in there. Hops out. Thankfully, I don't hear any horns or tyres screeching on the other side of that hedge, as there is a road there and the ball's in the middle. So the throw to come in from the right flank, level with the penalty area. Kane Thomas, who fancies himself as a bit of a Rory Delap in recent weeks. Here it goes. Defenders failing to clear. Cairns looked behind, didn't know where the ball was headed, and it's out for a corner. Coventry United have the corner kick. And Kerwin Ellis again being called over by the referee, and I think we are going to see the first yellow card of the match. Yes, we are. Kerwin Ellis in the book. He's not backwards and coming forwards, Kerwin Ellis. He's got plenty of power and he's not afraid to use it, but sometimes it can be a bit too much. Yellow card for Kerwin Ellis. And Coventry United will have to try and get the thinking caps on and utilise this corner kick. Stuart Hendry looking to be the difference again. In towards Ellis, over Ellis, and headed into relative safety by the defender. It's going to come back in through Kyle Carey. Kelly the target, Kelly offside, he heads it towards the waiting Nathan Adamson. The free kick is given, and Adamson looks to take it quickly. 22 minutes gone at Billings Road. A tighter game than we were expecting, it must be said, but Coventry United are leading by 1-0. Garlick over the halfway line to Bernard, back to Garlick. Lewington holds up play. Surgeon run down the left-hand side. Coventry United looking to hold back Northampton, but they're going to continue. I think that's functional as the ball gets away from Mabbott. And the linesman calling over the referee here. What is being discussed, I do not know. The linesman waving his flag and indicating to the referee that something's gone on in his vicinity at the park. And Liam Cairns being called over. Was Kirvin Ellis involved again? I think he was. And this could be a final warning for Kirvin Ellis. The defender's obviously getting into Kirvin's head. It's the two captains called over. Luke Davis and Liam Cairns. Very obviously telling them in no uncertain terms, control your players. We are now into the final quarter of this match, which is good news for me because I'm absolutely freezing right now. The things I do for you lot, honestly. The throw-up line from Northampton to Ben Lewington, shields well from Cairns. Challenge from Cairns from behind, too much for the referee's liking. And the free kick right on the touchline in front of the Northampton dugout. It's going to be taken by Garlick, the left winger, who has probably been my man of the match for Northampton, it must be said. Down by Kirvin Ellis, that free kick. Mabbott looking for that 1-2 with Sharp, but the 2 wasn't forthcoming. Here's a throw, level with the penalty area, and Sharp now looking for the long throw. Launched into the danger zone over Noakes. Behind by Irwin. Up rather than out. Francis getting his hands on that. Yes, he can. Dangerous times for Coventry United. It's as far as Garlick. Too tight for the shot. It's deflected out. And the end result is a corner. But Francis had to have his wits about him there to prevent Coventry United from being pegged back. 25 minutes gone at Billings Road in the United Counties League Premier Division South. Northampton O.N. Chenecks 0, Coventry United 1. 3 points would be the ideal preparation for Saturday's big FA Vars match against Spinks. Headed away by Ellis. Sharp keeps it alive. And Falconer looking for the secondary cross, but thumps away with feeling by Charlie Noakes. And the Coventry United players felt that they should have got a free kick there, asking the linesman why the flag wasn't raised. There was a bit of physicality in there, but nothing untoward from what I saw. Sharp didn't quite get the distance on that throw, but it is chested down by Bernard. Terrell Bernard, he's taking it over the line. Coventry United get the goal kick. And Northampton furious. They feel that the final touch came off, was it Joe Cairns in there? It looked to me as if As if the Northampton man tried to step over, it didn't work, and he's going to go in the book here for admonishing the assistant. Yellow card for Irwin. That's the first card of the match for Northampton. Coventry, of course, have already had Kirvin Ellis in the book. Don Perkins seems to indicate that his shirt was being pulled in that exchange. Still no activity on the Coventry United bench. Players just trying to keep warm at the moment. It's the same for commentators as well. And Irwin is gone for a sin bin. So for the time being, Northampton O.N Chenecks are down to 10 men as Irwin is sent to the sin bin. We haven't seen it that often in the UCL this season, but it's definitely in effect. As the ball trickles out on that far side for a goal kick. Long ball from the back. So to pick up all the best of games for the long ball, it must be said. We've had just shy of 28 minutes in the second half. Towering header by Perkins. Here's Joe Cairns looking to keep Coventry United moving. Chips it left where Kyle Carey is waiting. Carey taking on the Northampton backline on his own. Skims the net as it flies out. Here on CUTV next Saturday, the build-based FA Vars third round. Coventry Sphinx versus Coventry United. Live from 3 o'clock. And of course the highlights of tonight's match will be available this evening here on the CUTV YouTube channel. Liam Cairns up for the header. Carry to Ellis. It's lobbed by Hendry. Carey gets the better of Smith. Carey into the box, to slide in by Mabbott. Prolongs the move. Coventry United looking to get the ball in the danger zone. Carey gets it back from Liam Cairns. It's Carey all the way, but swung away by Falconer, who seemed to be caught on the foot there. It's back to Carey from Noakes. Carey taking on Jackson, and Jackson again preventing Carey from making inroads with the slide in the penalty area. He had to get it right. Falls to the ground and loses possession. Don Perkins. Roll to Sawyer on the halfway line. Ducks past Garlick. Harry Sawyer into the area. Here's Kirvin Ellis. Turns and shoots. Deflected. But there's acres of space on the left for Kyle Carey. Can he get the shot away? And over the woodwork by Joe Cairns, who's disappointed with himself. Knew what a chance that was. And Coventry United are ready to make their first change. It's Charlie Faulkner getting ready to wait till the ball goes out and play again as Northampton were quick to start. There's his ball collected in the midfield by Don Perkins. Strolling forward is Charlie Noakes. Carey, crossing opportunity. In by Carey. Ellis is there, but the wrong in the front post is Hendry. I think he hit that post and went out. There's a corner kick to Coventry United, so the Northampton player has got something on it. Hendry wasn't a million miles away from his second goal of the afternoon. Oh, the change is going to wait for now. I assume it's going to be Kirvin Ellis going off for Charlie Faulkner. And of course, in a situation like this, you have to have Kirvin Ellis in there. And Sharp was lying on the floor. He's now holding his head. Northampton have been trying to goad Kirvin for the majority of the second half, it must be said. See exactly what happened. I don't think the referee's going to take any further action. So the corner to come. Could be Ellis' last involvement in the match. Hendry in towards Ellis, over Ellis' head. And Davis with the clearance. Kane Thomas tracks back and gets there ahead of Bernard. Kyle Carey darts into the box, but the cross behind the goal. Coventry not quite ready to make the change here. It looks like Joe Blower's may be coming on too. Faulkner putting his jumper back on. So it may be a delayed substitution. Faulkner is definitely going to come on, but he's sat back on the bench now. And Lewington making a beeline for the goal. Off balance. Couldn't hit the target. Reece Francis less than pleased with the actions of his defence as Northampton preparing their last change. Kelly across to Harry Sawyer. Perkins, there's the target. There's gets a touch on it, but away. Don Perkins. Again, looking for the long ball, and that's a great touch by Kyle Carey. Looking for the strike, perhaps, into a more central location. He tried to thread it through for Joe Cairns, the defender. Got there first, but United not going to give up. Noakes. Kyle Carey. Sawyer screaming for it on the far side. It's over the head of Garlick. Sawyer gets there just in time to keep it in. Cross by Sawyer in towards Ellis, and the goalkeeper just able to hang on at the near post. He was going to get away from him, but he brought it back to his chest. And that's number 16 on the board for Northampton. That would be Joel McFarlane. Substitution to come later. As Charlie Faulkner is still waiting for his introduction. And Mitch Sharp sends that ball high out of the park, and United in to collect this ball. They've got 11 minutes, and the substitute is being substituted here. Smith's going off. Came on in the 20th minute, and Joel McFarlane comes on in his place. And Coventry United making a substitution here. Stuart Hendry replaced by Charlie Faulkner. I'd expect Faulkner to take over that role on the wing. So a change of pace, and that's Northampton's changes done with McFarlane on for Smith. McFarlane was going to bring a more attacking option for the home side. Nodded up by Ellis. Coventry could do little with it. They may get a second chance here. Kane Thomas. The defence doing well again to prevent United. Thomas lobs it into the box, but no one home. 10 minutes to go at Billings Road. Northampton O.N. Chenecks 0, Coventry United 1. Well, we aren't used to 1-0s at Coventry United this season, but 1-0 will do at the moment. Charlie Faulkner. It's off balance after a bit of a nudge from Bernard. Referee pulls it back for the free kick. About 5 yards into United's own half, it's Nat Kelly playing a 1-2 with Liam Cairns. Kelly crossfield ball. Put it away as far as Joe Cairns. Now Sawyer. Kyle Carey in. It's over Ellis and headed into relative safety by Jackson. Garlick. Perkins brings it down but gifts it to Joel McFarlane, the substitute. Dispossessed by Liam Cairns. Joe Cairns making the run. Flicks it on for Kyle Carey. Sharp trying to prevent the United man from entering the penalty area. Forces him down, but Carey back to his feet. And now Garlick getting involved too. And they've edged Carey out for the throw. Level with their own penalty area. Throw taken. Here's Davis. What about that for a volley from Charlie Noakes? Plenty of height, plenty of distance, and headed out by Garlick for a corner. And Northampton now back to full strength as Irwin is allowed to return to the field after that sin bin. For having a go at the linesman, which I think is not a good thing to do. We've got a nice linesman today. I tried, he's not going to do us any favours. That's out for a goal kick to that wayward cross. His own on this right side of the field. Looking to beat Noakes for pace, the cross is in. Kelly lets it go. McFarlane couldn't bring it to feet. Kane Thomas will drop back and full it away. Thomas is going back to the more defensive capacity towards the end of this game. Jackson closed down by Faulkner. Clearance connected by Liam Cairns in the centre circle. Time running out for Northampton, but can Coventry make it safe with a second goal? Harry Sawyer took too much time trying to control that ball. Garlick in with the challenge. Coventry United throw. Halfway into Northampton territory. Liam Cairns. The ball to Sawyer, collected by the left back. He nods it back where it came from. Over the head of Joe Cairns. He does find Liam Cairns. And here's Joe Cairns again, striding towards the penalty area. What a run this is by Cairns. Stumbles, but still able to divert it to Kyle Carey. Cairns back on his feet and wants it back. Here is Joe Cairns. Coventry United make it safe. Beautiful finish from Joe Cairns. The hard work of Cairns making the chance. And with, again, a little bit of help from Kyle Carey. And one swing of the boot later, Coventry United have surely wrapped up the 3 points with 6 minutes to go. You had to create the wherewithal from Joe Cairns, despite falling to the ground, able to stick a boot out and send it to the right for Carey, get back on his feet, steady himself, and then swipe it towards Adamson. And that's surely game, set and match for the Red and Greens. And the Coventry United substitution as Liam Cairns replaced by Joe Blowers. Fresh legs in the midfield. But surely Coventry have got the job done now. Bernard wrestling with Harry Sawyer, his hands all over him. That was obviously going to be a free kick. Five minutes to go at Billings Road. United have done all the hard work in the second half. Goals from Stuart Hendry and Joe Cairns put Coventry United in a comfortable 2-0 lead. Kyle Carey. Sawyer. And Ellis clearly dragged down by Mitchell Sharp. No attempt to even go for the ball. I'm surprised the referee pulls the card out. I don't think that is on the cards. Free kick for Coventry United. Carey and Faulkner standing over it. Our third goal isn't essential at this point. They've probably got the points in the bag. But a bit more gloss to the scoreline is never a bad thing. It's Carey. Good save with the near post, Adamson. To be fair, he probably doesn't deserve to be on a losing team today. Nathan Adamson down the centre of the park from the kick. Straight to the feet of Don Perkins, who takes the captain's armband, with Liam Cairns now off the field. Kyle Carey, sliding by Mabbott, takes the ball and the player. Of course, if he gets the ball first, it's fine. And what's happened now? The referee has halted play. Not entirely sure what for. Doesn't seem to be any foul play there, but he's given a free kick to Northampton. A bit early for Christmas presents, but Northampton had the free kick. Away by Joe Cairns. There was an arm on Kirby Nurse there. It was halfway through appealing to the referee before realising that the ball was still in play. And Northampton getting very physical with Coventry United now. Is it a sign of frustration or just trying to bulldoze their way through to try and get a point? And either way, the referee's not going to allow it. Perkins. Here's Kyle Carey. Harry Sawyer. Into the box he goes. And Cairns thinking about another strike. Blocked up, but Blowers keeps it alive. Faulkner in. Keeper comes and claims it. Well, the battery's about to run out on the laptop, so if we do go off air, then we do apologise. But what doesn't usually happen is Charlie Noakes just prods the ball out on this near side for a throw. We've only got 90 seconds left of normal time. I don't think anything's going to change between now and the final whistle. So we do apologise for the laptop just go off. Lewington. Thomas in with a challenge. Here's Charlie Faulkner, but wrapped around by Davis. Back with the goalkeeper. Straight towards Lewington off the back of Noakes. Mabbott. Straight to the feet of Kelly. And Adamson will collect again on the edge of his penalty area. Last 30 seconds of normal time. Coventry United nearly there. Kelly again nods it away. He's had a brilliant game today, Nat Kelly. It really has. Carey lobs it into the box. Kevin Ellis! Now that's how you finish a match. Well, no, I thought it had gone in then. In fact, it's hit the pole keeping the net up and then hit the back of the net. At the other end of the park, Northampton looking to take away the clean sheet, maybe give themselves a chance here. That's it's a free kick against Charlie Noakes. Again, not entirely sure what for, but the assistant has seen something. And we're going to need the ball back. And the wind picking up again. The wind hasn't actually been that bad in the second half, but it's picking up again. We've had a minute having time. And Irwin providing an opportunity for Northampton. It's a good strong punch by Reece Francis. Now Coventry on the counter. Carey's ball straight onto the head of Falconer. The the Northampton man. Davis continues. Minutes of added time. Allen's Poe's comes over. Here's trying to Joe Cairns. Farland, Lewington, now with Garlick. Bernard returns to Garlick. Hampton, to their credit, are playing until the very last whistle, but that cross into the hands of Reece Francis. There have been a few stoppages in this second half, so I'd assume there'll be a... In fact, no, that's it. That's it. It's over. 2 minutes were enough for the referee. Coventry United with 2 goals in the second half, enough to take home the 3 points. Stuart Hendry and Joe Cairns both hitting the back of the net. A hard-fought victory, but a victory nonetheless. The final score here at Billings Road: Northampton O.N. Chenecks 0, Coventry United 2. Well, thanks for joining us again here at CUTV. Remember that next time we're on air, the big one, the FA Vars 3rd round against Coventry Sphinx. We hope you can join us for that. Thank you to everyone at Northampton for your warm welcome and hospitality. Good luck for the rest of the season. Coventry United will head back to the Free Slide City with the 3 points in tow. Once again, final score: Northampton 0, Coventry 2. We'll see you next time here on CUTV. I didn't see it, mate. I honestly didn't see it.